Laurus nobilis is an aromatic evergreen tree or large shrub with green, glossy leaves, native to the Mediterranean region. It is one of the plants used for bay leaf seasoning in cooking. It is known as bay laurel, sweet bay, bay tree, true laurel, Grecian laurel, laurel tree or simply laurel. Laurus nobilis figures prominently in classical Greek, Roman, and biblical culture. Worldwide, many other kinds of plants in diverse families are also called bay, or laurel, generally due to similarity of foliage or aroma to Laurus nobilis, and the full name is used for the California bay laurel, also in the family Lauraceae. Characteristics. The laurel can vary greatly in size and height, sometimes reaching 10–18 meters tall. Laurus is a genus of evergreen trees belonging to the laurel family, Lauraceae. The genus includes 3 species, whose diagnostic key characters often overlap. The laurel is dioecious, with male and female flowers on separate plants. Each flower is pale yellow-green, about 1 cm diameter, and they are borne in pairs beside a leaf. The leaves are 6–12 cm long and 2–4 cm broad, with an entire margin. On some leaves the margin undulates. The fruit is a small, shiny black berry-like drupe about 1 cm long that contains 1 seed. A recent study found considerable genetic diversity within L. nobilis, and that L. azorica is not genetically or morphologically distinct. Ecology. Laurus nobilis is a widespread relic of the laurel forests that originally covered much of the Mediterranean basin when the climate of the region was more humid. With the drying of the Mediterranean during the Pliocene era, the laurel forests gradually retreated, and were replaced by the more drought-tolerant sclerophyll plant communities familiar today. Most of the last remaining laurel forests around the Mediterranean are believed to have disappeared approximately 10,000 years ago, although some remnants still persist in the mountains of southern Turkey, northern Syria, southern Spain, north-central Portugal, northern Morocco, Canary Islands and in Madeira. Chemical constituents. The most abundant essential oil found in laurel is cineol, also called eucalyptal. The leaves contain about 1.3% essential oils, consisting of 45% eucalyptal, 12% other terpenes, 3–4% sesquiterpenes, 3% methyligenol, and other I+ or minus and I² pinens, phellandrine, linalool, geraniol, and terpineol. Both essential and fatty oils are present in the fruit. The fruit is pressed and water extracted to obtain these products. The fruit contains up to 30% fatty oils and about 1% essential oils. Food. The plant is the source of several popular herbs and one spice used in a wide variety of recipes, particularly among Mediterranean cuisines. Most commonly, the aromatic leaves are added whole to Italian pasta sauces. However, even when cooked, whole bay leaves can be sharp and abrasive enough to damage internal organs, so they are typically removed from dishes before serving, unless used as a simple garnish. Whole bay leaves have a long shelf life of about 1 year, under normal temperature and humidity. Bay leaves are used almost exclusively as flavor agents during the food preparation stage. Ground bay leaves, however, can be ingested safely and are often used in soups and stocks, as well as being a common addition to a Bloody Mary. Dried laurel berries and pressed leaf oil can both be used as robust spices, and even the wood can be burnt for strong smoke flavoring. Traditional medicine, aqueous extracts of bay laurel can also be used as astringents and even as a reasonable salve for open wounds. In massage therapy, the essential oil of bay laurel is reputed to alleviate arthritis and rheumatism, while in aromatherapy, it is used to treat earaches and high blood pressure. A traditional folk remedy for rashes caused by poison ivy, poison oak, and stinging nettle is a poultice soaked in boiled bay leaves. The chemical compound Lauraceae be isolated from Laurus nobilis is an inhibitor of human melanoma cell proliferation at high concentrations. Other uses. Bay is widely cultivated as an ornamental plant in regions with Mediterranean or oceanic climates, and as a houseplant or greenhouse plant in colder regions. It is used in topiary to create single erect stems with ball-shaped, box-shaped or twisted crowns. Also for low hedges. Together with the gold form, L. nobilis aurea, It has gained the Royal Horticultural Society's Award of Garden Merit. Laurel oil is a main ingredient, and the distinguishing characteristic of Aleppo soap. Symbolism: Europe, bay laurel was used to fashion the laurel wreath of ancient Greece, a symbol of higher status. A wreath of bay laurels was given as the prize at the Pythian Games because the games were in honor of Apollo, and the laurel was one of his symbols. The symbolism carried over to Roman culture, which held the laurel as a symbol of victory. It is also the source of the words baccalaureate and poet laureate, as well as the expressions assume the laurel, and resting on one's laurels. Ovid tells the story in the Metamorphoses that laurel tree was first formed when the nymph Daphne was changed into a laurel tree because of Apollo's pursuit of her. Daphne is the Greek name for the tree. In the Bible, the laurel is often an emblem of prosperity and fame. In Christian tradition, it symbolizes the resurrection of Christ. East Asia, an early Chinese etiological myth for the phases of the moon involved a great forest or tree which quickly grew and lost its leaves and flowers every month. After the Sui and Tang dynasties, this was sometimes connected to a woodsman named Wu Gang, sentenced to cut at a self-repairing tree as a punishment for varying offenses. The tree was originally identified as a and described in the terms of the Osmanthus, whose blossoms are still used to flavor wine and confections for the Mid-Autumn Festival. However, in English, it is often associated with the more well-known cashewal. In modern Chinese, it has instead become associated with the Mediterranean laurel. By the Qing dynasty, the Chenu Pluk Osmanthus in the Toad Palace meant passing the imperial examinations, which were held around the time of the lunar festival. The similar association in Europe of laurels with victory and success led to its translation into Chinese as the Eoi or moon gui. See also: cherry laurel, California bay laurel, spotted laurel. References: De Cleen, Marcel. Lejeune, Marie-Claire. Compendium of Symbolic and Ritual Plants in Europe, Volume 1. Man and Culture. OCLCA 482,791,069 Green, Eliza. Field Guide to Herbs and Spices. Philadelphia, Quirk Books. ISBN A1-59474-082-8. Retrieved December 31, 2010. Nyack, S. Nalabathu, P. Sandiford, S. Bogardi, V. Adogwa, A. Evaluation of wound healing activity of Alamander cathartica. L. and Laurus nobilis. L. Extracts on rats. BMC Complementary and Alternative Medicine 6, 12 doi, 10.1186/1472-6882-6-12. PMCA 1,456,996. PMIDA 16,597,335. Wood, Jamie. Schenk, Lisa. The Fairy's Guide to Green Magic from the Garden. New York, Random House. ISBN A1-58761-354-9. Retrieved December 31, 2010. Vaughan, John Griffith. Geisler, Catherine. The New Oxford Book of Food Plants. Oxford, Oxford University Press. ISBN A0-19-954946-X. Retrieved December 31, 2010. Examples of biological activity of bay laurel, Simic, M. Kundakovia, T. Korvachevia, N. Preliminary Essay on the Antioxidative Activity of Laurus nobilis Extracts. Phytoterapia 74, 613 Euro 6 doi, 10.1016 per second 0367-326X, 03, 00143-6. PMIDA 12,946,729 Sayer, M. Sarukani, G. Piravi, A. Kamalinajad, M. Analgesic and anti-inflammatory activity of the leaf essential oil of Laurus nobilis Linn. Phyto the Res 17, 733 Euro 6 doi, 10.1002/PTR 1197. PMIDA 12,916,069 Sayer, M. Belizade, J. Camelinajad, M. Anticonvulsant activity of the leaf essential oil of Laurus nobilis against pentylonitrazole and maximal electroshock-induced seizures. Phytomedicine 9, 212 Euro 6 doi, 10.1078/0944-7113-00113. PMIDA 12,046,861 Talmud Bavli. Pisacum 56a, laurel extract is used as part of a mixture to assist in grafting palm trees. External links, Hogan, C. Michael. Laurus nobilis L. Encyclopedia of Life. Retrieved December 30, 2010. Mesh, Lauraceae Laurus nobilis, Mesh, 3 Oxoidesma 1, 4, 15, 11, 13, Trine 12, 6 alpha halide, substance name, Mesh, Anhydroperoxysustunilidae, substance name, Mesh, Magnolia halide, substance name, PubMed search, Laurus, MAJR, PubMed search, Anhydroperoxysustunilidae, OA Magnolia halide, OA 3 Oxoidesma 1, 4, 15, 11, 13, Trine 12, 6 alpha halide, Panzer E, Terzigni M, Irisae M, Zolo F, De Marino S, Festus E, Napolitano M, Castlo G, Iolentia, Ianaro A. Terzigni. Irisae. Zolo. De Marino. Festa. Napolitano. Castlo. Iolenti. Ianaro. Lauroside B, a megastigman glycoside from Laurus nobilis leaves, induces apoptosis in human melanoma cell lines by inhibiting NFIB activation. JNAT Prod 74, 228 Euro 233 doi, 10.1021/NP100688G. PMIDA 21,188,975 Laurus nobilis Israel wildflowers and native plants.